Sports Chat. I'm Ron.
I'm Vic, and welcome to our live watch-along for the Western Force against the Irish and British Lions.
Good one, Vic.
We changed the name. It's the Irish and British Lions because,
No, come on.
without the Irish, it's a pub team.
It's a pub team with the Irish, but never mind. Listen, yeah, it's going to be a good one. Western Force against the Lions. Come on, go Force! That's the way I see it.
I'm looking forward to this one. I think a lot of people, especially this arrogant fucking commentators out there, really pissing me off. The pinnacle of rugby is to play for the Lions.
What a load of crap, man.
The pinnacle of rugby is to win a World Cup.
It's win a World Cup. That's the pinnacle of rugby.
Some countries have done it twice in a row.
Some countries have done twice in a row. Yes, it has.
And officially, last week's game doesn't count.
No,
because it's not part of the tour.
it's not part of the tour, Vic.
No,
You've got your asses handed to yourselves, and then you're not part of the tour. No, come on, man. Seriously, be serious now. Come on.
The Archies gave it to you.
The British and Irish Lions, I find it a fantastic thing to do, because you're never winning a World Cup otherwise, so get the best players together, go down to Australia, lose, and that's done,
I'm telling you now, people just think, a lot of people in the comments and all that on TV, it's like the Lions are going to win this game by 50.
The Lions are going to win this game.
You think so?
I think they're going to win this game. But it's not just going to be by 30, 40 points. No. And I think, they also think, the series is done. Australia is too weak. First of all, they wondered, why do we go to
Didn't Australia go up to England in the autumn international?
Yes, and spanked them.
And beat them, right?
Yes, they did, Vic.
Right.
But that means just England is weak, man. Sorry. No, I'm sorry. There's love out to all our British and Irish guys out there. A lot of love for you guys. But your pundits work on my freaking nerves, man. They just rile me. They're getting me...
It doesn't take a lot to rile you.
What are you doing to me? Me?
I'm known as Mr. Calm on this channel.
Fuck it out. Doesn't take much to wind me up. No, I just don't like this fucking biased bullshit that gets said on these pundits on mainstream TV. It just winds me up, Vic. It winds me up.
I see you being wound. Well, talk about being wound up.
Can I drink here quickly before you say something?
Okay, drink. I won't make you,
Thanks, man.
So let's start with the visitors, which are the Irish and British Lions.
I should have changed. I said B and I, but I'll
You
change
should-
it
next time it's I and B. Come
I
on.
and B. I'll change it next time. Vic.
We're changing to shit around.
If you wait a couple of seconds, Vic, we can get straight into. We'll be synchronized. Eddie's in the house.
You mean it's going to be a correlation between me talking and the
I'm
lineup?
gonna get a piece of paper so I can write your tips down there.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Okay, Vic, let's go with those lineups, man.
No. Put the tips out there.
I'm gonna put out there first. Eddie, I'm writing it down. Eddie says 23-34. That's a good score.
Then Yanre, I don't know.
I
I don't know if
just-
you can take this one seriously. 70-14.
14-70.
70, yeah. All right, so let's start with these British and Irish Lions quickly. At number 1, you have Piers Skuman, very British. Number 2, we have Dan Sheehan, Tad Furlong. Then at number 4, Scott Cummings. At 5, we have Joe McCarthy. At 6, we have Tad Byrne. 7, we have Josh van der Vlier, British.
It's just the name, Vic. It's
Henry
just the
Pollock,
name.
Thomas Williams. At number 10, we have Finn Russell,
Mustard, man.
supposedly the greatest kick in the world. At number 11, we have James Lowe, British. Siona Topaluta, may I need to say more?
British.
Gary Ringrose.
What? He's got Ringa Rosie.
Yeah, he's a Rosetta. And then Mackenzie Hansen, British. And Elliot Daly, that's the starting lineups. Then on the replacements are Ronan Kelleher, Andrew Porter, William Stewart, Ollie Chisholm, Jack Conan, Alex Mitchell, Hugh Jones, Marcus Smith, and Finn Smith.
Yeah. Now, Finn Smith, that's a mistake by the...
Is it a mistake?
Yeah,
So he's not in there.
Marcus Smith. Oh, David! You are spot on about the pundits in Ireland and Britain. Every channel...
They just talk so much shit.
I don't... You can be...
Listen here, we're Manchester United supporters. We love going to England, love the food there, love the people, everything like that. It's nothing like talking to a British taxi driver when you hit the...
beautiful, man.
They know everything.
No. Honest buggers as well.
Exactly, they'll tell it the way it is. But these commentators, They lie, cheat for a fucking living.
They blow so much sugar.
They
up
should
these
all
people's
become
arses.
politicians.
I think the politicians come from them. They blow so much sugar out of their asses, fucking candy floss is coming out of their mouths.
It's like last week didn't happen, right?
Yeah, last week was just
But
gone.
before the game, the RGs didn't have a chance.
Yeah.
But they won it.
Yeah.
This week, Western Force have no fucking chance. The pinnacle of rugby is to play for the British and Irish Lions, not winning a World Cup, obviously. And you know, I don't understand that. I don't understand.
But there's a nice crowd out there. A lot of British and Irish, Irish and British support there, which is fantastic. Looks like a good crowd there in Pretoria.
Pretoria, yeah.
Beautiful
Nice
light
stadium.
show, beautiful stadium. It's looking good. Vic, I want your tip for this game, Vic.
But this is not where the Western Force normally play.
No.
This is the
Because
cricket
I got
ground.
that's the Western Force that they.
Yeah, this is the cricket ground, a little bit bigger.
In our background is the cricket force.
Exactly.
Force is time state.
But
So give me your tip for this game, Vic.
I first want to still get to the Western Force team.
Get for the Western Force team.
But and then I'll give you my honest opinion on what I think is going to happen here. Okay, for your Western Force. No problem.
Pleasure, Negon.
Yonra going 100 to 4 now. Okay.
No.
Yonra is drunk at 12 o'clock in the afternoon.
Young man.
For your Western Force, at number 1.
Wait.
Are you going to switch it over?
I gotta switch it over, man, so the people can see. You know, you gotta. There you go.
Tom Robertson at 1. Brandon Panega Amosa at 2. Oliver Hoskins at 3. Sam Carter at 4. Darcy Swain, good player, at 5. Will Harris at 6. Nick Champion De Crespi
He's
at
royalty.
7. He's good. Violoni Ekukazi at 8. Nick White at 9.
Vic's favorite.
Alex Ford, Hartford at 10. Dylan Peach at 11. Hamish Stewart at 12. Matt Proctor at 13. Matt Greeley at 14. And Ben Donaldson at 15. Off the bench, we have Nick Doley, Marley Pierce, Tiana Tawakapulu, Topeta Fifau, Reed Princip, Harry Robertson, Max Burley, and Bailey Kienstel. So, not a bad team.
Not a bad team. I'm missing people like Harry Potter. You know,
Now they made him disappear.
they made him disappear.
No.
Never mind. So give me your tip for the one, Vic. I'm not even concentrating on genre. Because
Look, I'm going to use my brains here, not my heart. Because my heart says, fuck it, Western Force, just fuck them up. But I'm going with, I'll go 31 for the Lions. 31-21.
Okay. I'm gonna go with 14-28
Okay,
for the Lions.
good. I'm not going to make.
No, genre.
I'm not even going to talk about that
No,
one.
genre's gone. He's a young man that's confused.
Very. But look, I think we can have a lot of good rugby today. I mean, this is where the Lions officially start their tour down under.
Down under.
The first game was at home in Ireland. I say at home because they're more Irish there than
Yeah.
English.
Got hammered.
And they got
It was
well.
a beautiful game, though.
It was a
a
beautiful
good game. Good game. I was super happy there. That was
Let's talk about what happens if the Lions were to lose this game. Then it's jet lag, right?
That's they already said the jet lag.
The jet lag, yeah.
The pundits already said, I hope they got over the jet lag. Oh, come on, guys. Seriously, man.
I think if they lose this game, you should feed them to the Lions.
To the dingoes, man. To the dingoes.
No. The Tasmanian devil should have a little bit of go.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that can eat you in Australia.
A lot of things that can kill you in Australia.
And bite you as well.
A lot of things. Deadly stuff
And I
there.
can tell you now, did you hear what the Western Force guys came out with?
Uh-huh.
They said their job
Is to hurt them.
is to hurt them and to bruise them by the time they get to play and that is the job of all provincial teams here in Australia. By the time they get to the final to play against the Wallabies, they should be so decimated and hurt and bruised that they can't play anymore.
Maybe they'll have to fly some more people in. There are also a lot of Welsh rugby players still available to get selected.
Okay.
Because, hardly anyone made this team. But if they get bruised and injured, you can bring some people
Is
over.
that Ed Sheeran's daughter there?
Like, it looks like
It
it.
looks a lot like Ed Sheeran's daughter.
Hi, Ronnie. Rest in force. Ronnie goes with the force.
Good, well done.
I like that, Ronnie.
But you guys remember today to like, subscribe, hit the
Well, I'll
notification
get that on
button.
there, man.
Vern can put that out there. This kid has been totally hyped. I hope they don't, for his sake, I hope he keeps his feet on the ground because we've seen too many of these. I say Dele Alli in football, Jadon Sancho.
And then run a canoe.
They hype their own
players.
sports people up so much that they start believing the shit. They believe that their shit smells like roses.
Yeah.
And then they start losing, and then they all have mental health issues afterwards. Let these people just develop normally, man.
I've got to get.
So the TMO is Marius van der Westhuizen from South Africa. The referee is Ben O'Keefe from New Zealand. Paul Williams, James Dolman, all from New Zealand. Rose Garden's going 17-27 Lions.
What? 17-27. We'll see who gets closest to it.
Bulls only SA team to ever beat British and Irish Lions. You mean club team? So let's go. We're going to start. You got the clock ready, son. Here we go. We're on. We're on.
Game's on. Let's go.
So Ben Donaldson, good pass there out to Alex Harford. So let's see. Let's see who starts off brighter here. It's red against blue.
Lovely.
You know, at least you can see a difference.
See much though. Wayne's in the house. Naked Wayne.
Wayne, are you an Aussie today? Are you with your British forefathers? Good movement here from the Lions.
Ah, lovely tackle there. Still Lions on the attack. Good defending here so far by the Force. It is early days, Vic.
Look.
That's it. Oh, ref, you've got to blow that whistle quicker. That's a forward pass.
A touch forward.
Yeah, fucking bastard.
That's forward pass. It's a second forward pass. Fuck, is this referee? Here's my glasses.
Sheep shagger. Come on, dude.
Hey, what? Naked Wayne, what's wrong with the shagger there from your island? Does he need my glasses? Ay, corner here.
Little kick over the top by Finn Russell. Lovely play here, James Lowe. Oh, beautiful try.
But that should be coming back 3 times.
It was forward twice. That was a good try there. Good play there by the Lions.
But good job. Thank you, Ronnie.
Are they coming back? I'm not even going to put it on yet. Oh, let's take away the likes and subscribes. But I thought that there was twice a forward pass in the build-up to that one.
That was nicely played. Who's phoning me here? But let me just switch that off. That's a message.
I'm just going to wait. I guess they are going to count it.
I just don't understand why that is so, I don't understand why they don't look at those forward passes. Hey, can you imagine the pundits now if it was the other way around? They'd be going off their rocket.
There's a good kick from Finn Russell. Nicely over the top. Beautiful play there.
But Janre, if the Force are a joke, then I wouldn't watch the game if I was you. I mean, I'd invest my time in studying or something like that.
Between Dan Sheenan and James Lowe there. Good play there by the Lions. It is 7-0. But here come the Force.
Well played here by the Force.
Force on the 5-meter line here of the Lions. Still the Force with the ball.
Good response here.
Yeah, 10 meters out. Your friend there. Oh, there he goes.
Nick White.
Nick White almost through.
He's better than Ben Scheidt.
Ref, you got to get out the way, son. Here we go. 2 meters out.
This is looking good.
Looking good for the Force. Offside there. So advantage for the Force. Oh, it's just short. Meter out. Try force.
The joke that some people call the Western Force have just scored a try. Nah, I don't like that, man.
Nick White, your favorite player, Vic.
Love it. Well done.
Well done to the force.
Aussie, oi, oi, oi. We're not allowed to stream the match.
Not allowed to stream, it's YouTube.
Limerick, we cannot stream the match on YouTube, but we can tell you where you can watch the game.
Sky.
On Sky TV, Now TV, I think Stan TV's got it. You can definitely watch the game there. All we can do is tell you what's happening. It is 7-5 for the Lions. Let's see what the Force can do with the kick. Some people's tips are already in their arse
Yeah.
because they've scored 5 points.
Beautiful play here by the force.
Oh, beautiful. And they didn't need a forward pass to do it.
No, not one. So, let's see what the kicker can do.
Light work.
Alex Harford. Oh, comes
Nice.
back in. Lovely stuff.
Light work for GB. GB's not playing.
No, it's not GB.
It can't be Great Britain. You mean light work for the Irish and British Lions?
Well, we'll see.
Bitter Saffers. What is that?
I mean, South Africans.
Ah,
We're
no.
not bitter. Why should we be bitter?
2 times world champion.
The world's our oyster.
The world's our playground, man.
So, kick gets back on. It's back to the force on their own 22. Holding on, ref.
This is an exhibition highlight, you know it.
Penalty. Holding on there, yes. Holding on the ball from Tag Byrne. So it'll be a penalty for the force.
But I question how much sense does it make to have a Lions tour 2 years before a World Cup? Shouldn't England and Ireland and them be playing, their teams and preparing for the World Cup?
It's the only opportunity they get to actually maybe win a game.
Wake me for the Formula One, yeah. Don't worry about it.
Lovely line out here by the force. Win the ball on the attack again. Oh, beautiful play here by the force. On about 10 meters out.
Western Force playing quite well here at the
Very
beginning.
well. That's good. The problem is, how long can they sustain it?
That's
the Lions
it.
can bring in quality replacements.
Get well soon, Janre.
Can the force do that?
Advantage here to the Force again.
I'll come back. So guys, if you want to put your tips out, don't forget, get it in the chat. Put your tips in the chat. We'll check out at the end of the game. I'll run them through quickly. Eddie said 32-23 for the Lions. Janre said 70-14 for the Lions. Vic said 31-21 for the Lions. I said 28-14 for the Lions. Ronnie said 21-15 to the Force. And Rose Garden said 27-17 for the Lions. So get your tips in. Ooh, good kick. Should they have taken the 3 points though?
Force of powerhouse of Australian rugby. Not really.
Not really. They are the worst one.
The worst Australian rugby team.
Franchise.
Yeah. Not the worst. Well, the one that
That finished at the bottom.
bottom. Yeah. So line out on the 5 meter line from the Western.
Beautiful,
For the
though.
Western Force.
Lovely little maul going on here. Good maul here by the Force. Hey, tell Mr. Skuman to get out of there. Advantage for the Force. They'll
Come back again. Lions under a little bit of pressure, yeah?
Yeah, but they have the team. You can see it in that mold, Vic. They have
Not just that.
They have the strength in numbers, man.
But Melbourne Rebels, okay.
But the Melbourne Rebels don't play Super Rugby anymore.
We're talking about Super Rugby teams.
Who played this season? Melbourne Rebels was a team that played, but they don't play anymore.
See now, what I understand, he doesn't have to kick the ball, right? Because you automatically, the lineout always goes back to the 5 meter line. So you can just kick the ball out on the 5 meter line. He doesn't have to try to get close to the...
Yeah. Little change here.
First one already for the... So what's his name's on? Reed Princep is on. So let's see what happens here. Will Harris is off. So let's have a look.
Yeah, here goes the line out on the 5 meter line.
Yes, I also like that force. I like that force jersey. It's nice, that blue.
I don't like the colour. But the force doing a good job keeping the ball up there in Lions half. That's all you want.
Well, possession-wise, it's been more the force than the Lions, but it's early going.
That's early going. And I tell you something, the second half is where the Lions will start to put on the pressure, because they do have advantage again for the force. Because they do have the replacements, the quality replacements that are coming. They'll chip over the top. No, too far. They'll come back
again. But how many penalties is he going to give them until he gives a yellow card here? Because it's been racking up a little bit.
Hi, tennis freak.
Hi. He's warning you now. That's the new Dan Sheehan, the new captain, replacing Manuel Etoji.
Morrow.
Oh, the Morrow. Why do I always say Manuel Etoji?
I don't know why.
Morrow Etoji. Quality, yeah, there you go, High Life. Quality.
The quality will show out at the end. That is
High Life, do you want me to get you the fixtures of the WNBA so that you can watch something?
Get you that ready, man. We know what,
Between the WNBA, the Formula One, he loves it.
He loves it, man. I heard he's a real WNBA savant.
Yeah.
He knows them all, man. I'm going to check if our time is up to standard.
Next they play against the Reds, then the Waratahs, and then the Brumbies. I think so. You're right about that. I think the New Zealand Maoris would beat these two teams.
Oh, the Lions steal the ball. Good work there. So it is Lions ball, about 8 meters in their own, before their own try line.
Tad Furlong setting it up. I think they're going to get it out to Finn Russell now for the kick. He's moving backwards nicely and slowly. No, Thomas Williams looks like he's going to kick the ball. It's not the greatest kick, but it gives a little bit of relieves the pressure.
All right. Are you watching the Jake Paul against Chavez?
No. Nah, I wouldn't watch
that. We've done that once. We're not doing that again.
Well played there. Clever. I mean, the first 12 minutes, if you're honest, the first try shouldn't have stood from the Lions.
No.
But...
otherwise, we'd better, I think.
Yeah, we'd better.
But it's still force on the attack over the 22 now of the Lions.
That's against Zimbabwe. Okay, now I got it. And that what he said 100 before was 100 for 4. I got it. Not a clever move. He should have ran to the outside. But
it did well now. It's got the reinforcement.
Did very well, yeah.
Did very well there.
That was
Mackenzie Hansen.
Mac Greeley. Greeley.
I got the lineups have changed.
Nick White will hoist this one over the top. There you go. Good up and under.
Yeah.
Gives his good catch up from Daly.
Imagine Force would win. That would. Oh, that's the mustard boy. The new superstar drops it. Here come the Force over halfway line. Beautiful little ball handling skills there by the Force.
The Force are up for this one.
Oh, I lost the ball.
Pass it straight to the Lions player.
Yeah. So, Force clears it. Oh, no, doesn't find touch. So the Lions are back on the attack now. Good recovery there by the Force.
Well done, very well done.
Yeah. But they're back on their own 5-meter line. The Western Force.
They lost to the Highlanders last time, okay. What are they? They tour every 4 years, right?
Every 4 years.
Interesting.
The next time it is in New Zealand, I think.
They go to New Zealand?
Yeah.
Oh, they never have it at home. They always tour.
Always tour. It's always South Africa,
Australia,
New Zealand. South Africa, Australia, New Zealand.
They need to go to Argentina. No, they might be scared of them.
Scared of them now, man.
Argies are not up to them. When does England play Argentina? That's next weekend.
Next weekend. We'll have that one live on this channel as well. So join us for that one as well. England v Argentina v England.
That's like in the middle of the night.
Yeah. I just hope Chavez knocks the block off, but that's all. That's my personal thing. So his Lions on the 10-meter line of the Force. What can they do here, Vic?
Looks, it's been a good 15 minutes. If you're a Force player, you're happy. The Force must be happy with the first 15 minutes.
Especially after the try, after like 2 minutes. People are already thinking this is going to be like, oh, but they are through here now. Nice try here by the Lions. Williams with the try. Good play there by Pollard. Henry Pollock. Fantastic try. Good pass there to Thomas.
World Rugby Player of the Year, I guess.
Soon, Vic.
There's a lot of good young players coming
Yeah.
up, all over the place. Who would you think is the best young player on the planet right now? Wallace.
Wallace, they did get it, the award. Wallace at TT. This boy's not bad too. Pollock. We're talking 20-year-olds, like 22-year-olds. You've got Sasha. Definitely in there.
Cameron
Honeycomb is definitely in there. But good play there by the Lions. Fantastic stuff, man.
$2029 they come to New Zealand.
Yeah.
So that's when they play the Vice World Champions again.
Yep. So, did Finn Russell make the kick?
Yeah, he did.
He did. They don't even show that, you know.
Okay.
Ah, pressed the wrong button.
So, you get it underway again, and again, and again.
Oh, beautiful play there by the Force. Ah, but a knock on.
Yeah, it was a knock on. The ref didn't see it. 2033.
That's way too long. I don't even know I'm alive.
Nah, 2033. Who knows?
It's actually the year I want to go on pension.
2033.
Mm-hmm. I'll be 60.
I'll be 61.
Yeah, 60. That's the year I want to go on pension.
I'll be 62. Sorry.
That would be cool. Go on pension. Go down to watch the Lions in South Africa. That would be fantastic, man. It's a little, you know, what you call it?
I'm still waiting
Pension
for them to make quicker planes, you know. There's like Zurich, Cape Town, 3 hours.
I want Beamy, man.
beaming. Yeah, as long as they put me together again and the pythons is there.
Guys, don't forget, we will be live for the Springboks against the Barbarians. And at 4 o'clock, we got our preview show as well. So
all starts at 4.
Starts between 4 and 8 in the evening. Will be all Springboks on this channel.
Good defense here by the Force, but the Lions look good now.
I think the Lions have settled now, man.
Okay.
Offside there from the Force, so it is a penalty for the Lions.
Yeah, they got a big warm-up there, the Forever Sports, but we can't compete with them. They're just on a different level. So, good kick here from the Lions, putting the Force under pressure. Look, the Force had the opportunity to score that second try.
Yeah. Games like this, if you are the clear underdog,
Dogs, you got to take your opportunities when they come along.
All the time. So, line out here for the Lions. Sheenan with the throw-in. Do you like it that they got the names at the back of the shirts? It's helpful for us.
Yeah, it is, but I believe in. I'm a fan of in sports you should have no names in the back of them. I think the name on the front of the jersey is always more important than the name on the back. And I'm not talking about the sponsorship. I'm talking about the team.
Lovely play here by the Lions. Good ball handling skills by the Lions. They're on the 22 of the
5 o'clock in the morning they started with the warm-up. Okay. Oh, they must be. So they got different resources, man. That's the good. And they even have access to the.
Oh, knock on.
They have access to the press conferences. They were allowed to go to training.
I know.
You know, we dream of that.
We dream of that. And also, if you're doing this full time, it's a job, man.
Everybody, man.
Come on, man.
Everybody got to support their teams. That's right.
That's right. As long as everything's still, the banter is good.
I mean, the only good thing about, for me, for this British Irish Lions is they hate each other the rest of the year.
Yeah.
You know, and they all live on the same, well, except for the Irish, obviously, but they all live on the same bloody island.
Yeah.
But
it's good bonding for them.
It's, you know.
Good bonding for the island.
Yeah, it's meet and greet.
It's meeting. So, Force here with the scrum.
Nick White. He's played really well. Dylan Peach, or the Peach, whichever you want to pronounce it. He's played really well, and so is Will Harris.
On the halfway line now for the Force. Oh, lovely little pass and little dummy there by the hooker.
Yeah.
I'm just going to check the time.
No, that's, what's his name? Brandon Penega Amosa. No, you don't have to worry. So it's a New Zealand ref and a lot of TMO shit here. Big up and under here from Nick White. James Lowe kicks. Does he get fine touch?
Goes out. He'll go all the way back.
Because it goes out just. It was unlucky there. It was actually a good kick. It was very unlucky.
Very unlucky. A half a meter just rolled out.
But very, and put it the other way around. Western Force are lucky now because they've got great possession of the ball here. But he did well not to touch it. Yeah. You know, one of the Sharks players would have tried to catch a ball and fuck it up.
Sharks players, that's what they do, man.
Yeah, that is. So, good line out here for the Western Force. What is that, about on the 22 of...
about halfway, I think.
It's still halfway.
Oh, no.
No, it's
between the 22 and the 10 meter line. Scrum here for the Force.
Come on, Force. There you go, Ronnie. Force fan. Oh, we're up to 70 votes already. Thanks a lot for that. 64% of you believe in the Lions.
Which is the logical thing to do.
We'll be trying to do on the 19th of July Usyk against Dubois.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely we do that.
We're going to do that one live with round to round point systems and everything. You guys can join in.
That is so much fun.
That is so much fun.
The only
But
problem
I think upset. I'm thinking upset here.
You think Dubois?
I think it's time for a new champ.
The only thing with the boxing, which is you never start the right
You
time.
don't know what it starts. You got to go in about an hour before.
But the cool things, like I mentioned on the morning show,
Good undercards.
Good undercards. We had that Katie Taylor against Amanda Serrano. That was a monster fight with the ladies.
You enjoy yourself too, High Life, my friend. Western Force still, they're not going away, huh?
No.
And you know when it comes to this kind of stuff, Aussies are competitive.
Here we go. Oh, just
the Aussies are a competitive bunch of buggers.
They don't want to lose to the British, Vic.
No. They're slave masters. No. That runs deep.
That runs deep, man.
And Parker fights the winner. Okay. Parker, he's the New Zealand boy, right?
Yeah, I don't think Parker's quite up to that one.
I don't know yet. Well, we'll see, when you get older, boxes change.
Yeah.
Age makes a lot.
And not just that, it's heavyweight division. One punch.
Oh, yeah. Well,
one connection.
You get one lucky punch and the other guy's into next week.
Yeah.
I must say, it's 14-7 for the Lions, and the Lions have played well. But I have been impressed with the Force hanging in there.
Yes.
Now, I believe if they were playing the Chiefs or the Crusaders, they'd be losing. But we'll see,
Oh, drop the ball. Knock on there. By Matt Proctor, the proctologist.
See, the problem is you can't take these games because not all the Force players are here. It's the same as when they go to South Africa. The Lions, and then they can't put in their full team because the Springboks are playing.
Yeah.
Australia, none of the Wallabies.
Oh,
well, yeah, 1 or 2 years.
1 or 2 years. They had to.
Yeah, because if they didn't, there would be a walkover.
Kirkley Beale's on the sideline.
I like him.
I like Kirkley.
But he's not in the lineup today, is he?
No.
He's more of an assistant coach today. Let's even get to 100 votes. That'd be really nice.
Yeah. And then maybe we can change the poll. We'll do something else.
Oh, yeah, sure.
It's
a lot of forward passes that they don't see.
That's a knock forward, ref.
I don't know what they... Let me have a look. Just quickly have a look here. All right, let me change the poll.
Yeah, change it.
76 good. Well, anybody out there with an idea for a poll?
Let us know.
No, we'll put a new one out there. Oh wait, I saw something beforehand. Let me just have a look there.
You can ask, would you start Finn Russell as fly-off in tests? Is he your test number 1 or something like that? I don't know.
Just having a look quickly. Just having a look at some of the...
So scrum here for the Force on their own 22.
Which of?
Nick White puts the ball in. Kick the ball out. Lions on the attack now on the halfway line. Great work there by Mac Greeley. It's a slippery little bugger. Little mongrel. Donaldson with a big kick. It's just Donaldson and Daly trading kicks here, but that's Finn Russell. Finds touch. Not a very good kick. Not a very good kick by Finn Russell. Do you think Marcus Smith maybe could go for that fly-off position? I don't know. I just don't know there, man. I'm not sure there for the Lions that fly-off position. Lovely line out here by the Force. It's halfway line.
There we go. That's the pole.
Oh, they just throw it away, but thank goodness it's a knock-on.
Paul Terry, how's it, guys? Paul, yeah, it looks good.
Lions to win. Yeah, it's looking good for the Lions, man. But it's not that total dominance that most people thought.
No. Yeah, but I think it will be more dominant in the second half.
Second half, definitely.
Because...
when those changes come into effect.
Yeah.
Because the Lions' quality doesn't drop.
Yes, the Western Forces quality does drop.
It will drop. So we'll see about that one. But hey, on Wednesday we have the Queensland Wrens against the Lions.
10 a.m. in the morning on a Wednesday. I'll do that one.
You do that one?
Because I work in the evenings.
And then the first Lions test there on the 19th of July. That's when Dubois against Usyk is, Vic. The same day, isn't it?
It's a big day again.
Big day for us on that one. But guys, don't forget, see you out there. Get into the chat. Tell us your opinions. Just say hi. Tell us where you're from, which is always cool. Or just put a little flag behind your name. That's also cool. Tell us which teams you support. It doesn't have to just be the Lions or the Force. You know, we just want to chat and have some fun on this program.
And hit the like button.
Yes.
Because there are memberships to be gifted if we get to 50 likes. So let's go for it. Keep on hitting the like button.
There we go.
30 minutes gone and it's only 7 to 14. I thought it would be, a lot of people thought that the Lions would be more dominant.
They will be.
I think second half they'll turn it on.
Yeah.
I think the second half will turn it on. If anybody doesn't know what the like button is, that's the one that has the thumbs up.
Yeah. The commentator's just talking about the scrum, and I must say something about the scrum. I would have thought that the Lions scrum would be way stronger than the Force, and so far, no. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I got to give it to the Aussies out there. Okay, obviously a lot of British people also in the stadium, but it's a good crowd.
Good crowd.
Very good.
I mean, the support for the Lions are phenomenal.
Yeah, of course. Man, in Australia, how many Irish, English, Scottish, Welsh?
But there's a lot of people that travel as well. Look at that line. See, the scrum does not buckle. Donaldson with a lovely little grubber kick.
Richard Lewis Townsend, English fan watching from Milan. Love the banter.
Hey Richard.
We're coming down to your area tomorrow.
Tomorrow we're down there for the U20 World Championships down there.
We're going to go watch Australia against the Springboks.
The mighty baby box.
And maybe even go for the New Zealand against Italy in the evening.
Yeah. Lions to win by 8. Okay. Carlos Fernando Sakura from Argentina. Can't
find a way to watch it. I'll put some stuff.
Put some stuff out there.
Put some stuff out there. Carlos, congratulations on the win last week. Argentina,
fantastic. We will have next week the Argentina against England game. They'll be live on this channel. Of course, you won't see any pictures. You'll just see us two, but we will have it live. We love a bit of Argentinian rugby.
Was it Stan TV or Stan Sports? Stan TV, yeah.
Yeah. We love Argentinian rugby. I think Argentinians play rugby the right way. A lot of flair, a lot of running rugby. Sometimes erratic and a bit crazy, but that's the fun part about it. Little chip over the top here for the Lions. That's a fantastic ball there for the Lions. This is looking dangerous. Oh, and he loses it. Beautiful recovery for the Force. Here we go. Little chip over the top.
There you go. Put it out there so anybody, if you want to watch it. Very good kick.
Yeah.
A very shitty pass there.
Oh, gets away with it, James Lowe.
I'm going to say something about James Lowe that's going to sound very bad. He's got a big arse. He's a little bit heavy. No, honestly.
I don't look at stuff like that.
No. He
Yes.
doesn't look like he's in 100% tip-top shape at the moment.
So go check that out. We put it on the bottom there if you could find that. Oh, the Force breakthrough, yeah. Oh, almost.
And anybody coming to Italy tomorrow to watch the rugby of the Under-20 World Cup, let us know.
Let us know, man.
Write us an email. I'll put our email address out there as well.
We can quickly hook up for a beer or something like that. Or pizza.
There we go.
I just see our clock's a bit ahead of time, so I'm going to pause it quickly.
But it's an interesting game. It's an interesting game. I gotta say, Lions are doing a good job. But I'm surprised at how the Force is hanging in there.
Oh, come on, that isn't deliberate.
How's that deliberate?
Oh, come on. Nothing, so Force
Right,
ball.
I think it's the right decision.
Yeah. Clear kick out halfway line, but it is the Lions back. And it's Park again with the ball.
And don't forget to join us later this afternoon for the Springboks against the Barbarians and the French final as well.
The top 14.
Bordeaux.
Toulouse, Bordeaux, or Bordeaux, Toulouse. Also, a spick with French internationals. French also play the rugby. I like the way the French play rugby. Oh, that was a bit blatant there by the Force. Try to hump him, son. Go on, hump him.
You can see it's time for it to be halftime. The Force are a little.
They look tired.
They look knackered.
They look tired, man.
They look shagged.
Little tap and go here by Finn Russell. Try, Lions. Good play there by Finn Russell. You saw a massive gap. Oh, there's a little bit of handbags, a bit of meet and greet there. Welcome to Australia, boys. Good day.
How's your father?
Quick thinking by Finn Russell. With a little tip and go.
He's a good player, man.
Yeah, he's not too bad. He sees the gap. Watch us now, Vic. He sees the gap, tips it quickly, and goes. And the Force are in trouble now. It's a 4-on-4 situation. And they make it. Good try there by the Lions. Quick thinking by Finn Russell.
And Daly had no problem scoring the try. Yeah. It's approximately what I thought would be. Now you should make this kick, should be 21, huh? Shouldn't be a problem at all. Most of the people think the Brumbies have got the best chance of winning. And then Good kick.
Good kick by Finn Russell.
That's a good crowd out there. What are they eating there?
I don't know, Vic.
Dingo steaks? No, that must be a kangaroo.
But a crocodile.
I watched this fantastic program about that. You know that fence that they have? It's the longest man-made structure in the world that goes through Australia.
Is that for the...
For the dingoes and for the roos and for the rabbits and everything. Everybody wants to keep everything out of, you know. I think Queensland want to keep the dingoes out. But then the problem is, since no more dingoes there, the kangaroos have just gone out of control.
It's got a massive frog problem and rabbit problem. And
yeah, well, the problem is if you don't
you introduced feral species and it just goes haywire.
The problem is when you start
messing with nature,
you can't hold it up anymore. There's one twat, your wife just told me, there's one twat on TV. What is a dingo? It's a fox. I don't like bullshit.
Dingo's not a fox.
It's a wild dog, man. Were dingoes?
No,
what?
They were introduced.
It's an introduced species, right? Basically, when the British came there,
no.
Who brought the dingoes?
I think the...
or any Aussies out there, tell us.
Let us know a lot, or we know
How
much.
the hell did the dingoes get into your country?
I think it was with the first people that came from abroad, like the first Aborigines and that came into Australia, brought the dog with.
What do you mean the first Aborigines that came into Australia?
There's no people came from the Polynesia.
Oh.
You know? And they brought in the dog. When they first arrived.
Oh, okay. The
dag. The kangaroos were there already before the people came.
I would hope so. It's funny that Australia is a continent, you know. You look at every other continent, right? You can see animals came from that part and from that part and from that. But Australian animals are very unique to Australia.
Split it off a long time ago.
Yeah. But I mean, you know that India split off from the side of Africa, and that's why you have elephants and lions and crocodiles as you have in Africa, you also have in India. You basically have the same animals in India than you have in Africa.
Almost.
The tiger didn't come from India. The tiger came from
Asia.
Siberia, or wherever. He moved down. That's interesting. Here we go. So, can the Waratahs, can the Force? He's played really well. That is Dylan Peach. He's played well.
Or Peach, whatever you want to call him.
So this is looking good, you know. If you're the Force, you just want to score something.
Score something now before half time, that would be great. Preferably a try, but...
You take the 3 if you can.
You take the 3 if you can, yeah.
Interesting. Going to be interesting. And I think our friend there, Nick White, has played quite well.
He has played well.
He gets the ball out quickly, which I like about him. I can't stand scrum offs. It fucking take an hour to get the ball out the maul.
Jaden.
Yeah, that's why he's not a Springbok anymore.
So, but 10 metres out, Vic. An advantage for penalty to the Force. Can the Force get anything here before half time? The 40 minutes are up in about 5 seconds. Pollock not releasing. Is he getting a yellow card? Yes, we have our first yellow card.
Pollock. A little bit of
over enthusiasm.
Yeah, no, it's the
young man.
The young man. The
young man. So it'll be a line out for the Force on the 5 meter line of the Lions. Lions down to 14 men.
Yeah. Well, I think if it didn't give a yellow card, I think it would have taken the 3 points. But I think now you think you can
maybe do it with a maul.
The maul has actually been quite well before.
Yep.
So let's see what the Lions can get. If the Lions can defend this one, let's see what the Force do. But you need a good throw in here. Throw-ins last week. I mean, I know it's a Force throw in here, but the Lions had problems with their throw-ins last week.
Beautiful throw in there by the Force. Setting up the maul nicely. Here they go. No, this doesn't look good here for the Force. Looks like we're going to held up. That's held up. Held up, so that'll be half time.
Nick Wright is still pleading his case here. So it'll be about a 9-minute advantage in the second half for the Western Force. So let's see what happens.
Half time.
Half time. Good first half.
Good first half.
Solid first half.
Force had 2 big opportunities, didn't take them.
Yeah.
That could cost them.
Look, if you're being very, how do you say, open and honest, it's a deserved lead for the Lions.
Yes.
Maybe 21-14 would be more realistic, but you can't take it away from the Lions.
No, and Finn Russell, beautiful try there, which he orchestrated, quick thinking.
Yeah, Josh Van der Vlier has been playing well.
Yeah.
So we have half time, son.
Fantastic stuff, man. So, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, get into the chat, which is always the most important.
Up to 33 likes, so let's keep it going. Keep it going.
Ronnie's going to gift the membership at 50. So, anybody else want to gift some memberships? Much obliged. Feel free. And of course, you can always become members of the channel as well, which is also much appreciated. And if you guys want to sponsor coffee or something, you can put it in a super sticker or super chat. Also, very much appreciated, guys. We do not do this full time, and it does cost a bit of money. So help us out on that one. Feel free. Thanks for all your support. So, Vic, tell the people what's coming up today.
Wow. Well, after this one, starting at 4 o'clock Central European time, it's Springboks against the Barbarians.
Against the Barbarians.
We're going to have a pre-game show, then we're going to have the game itself, then afterwards ratings and highlights.
Definitely. I've been going through the Barbarians lineup. There are, let you know how many. There are 12 New Zealanders in that lineup, 2 Irishmen, 3 Frenchmen, 1 Samoan, 1 Uruguayan, which I'm looking forward to because he played really well in the World Cup, the Uruguayan scrum half there. 1 from South Africa, Stormer there on the team, and 3 Englishmen to make the lineup. They're going to go with a 6-2 split.
Okay.
6 forwards.
Boks are going 5-3, right?
5-3. Yeah, some good stuff there. From the line, just to let you know some of the really exciting players there for the Barbarians. Of course, the man I think is the most exciting one will be Mark Talea on the right wing there. Plays his rugby out of Auckland for the Blues, but he is leaving to play his rugby in Japan. That's why he's not in the All Blacks lineup anymore.
Okay.
I don't know about that rule, but it's good for South Africa.
Whoa. But he's not playing in Japan yet.
But he's leaving.
They're full of shit in New Zealand.
They're full of shit in New Zealand, yes, exactly. Another player we should really watch out is Peter Umanga Jensen.
Have they ever heard of a free people movement and you can work where you want to work?
No.
Oh, okay.
And of course you have an New Zealand legend, Sam Kane will be in there as well. He plays his rugby out of Tokyo Sangaliath.
Also not in the New Zealand squad.
Also not in the New Zealand squad. I think that's a big plus for South Africa. Because a lot of English players don't play for England because they're not playing in England. Aussies not.
I just think that's a rule to protect your own league.
That's a rule to protect your league.
But you're not helping your national team.
You're not helping your national team. In South Africa, the problem is the South African currency is so bad.
But you know what? If I was New Zealand players, right? What I'd do is, if 20 New Zealand players that are all in the New Zealand squad right now decide we're playing in Japan next year, what are they going to do?
They'll have to.
As players, you can force their hand.
You can force
their hand. As players, you can force their hand and say, listen here, 6 of us are going to Europe, 10 of us are going to Japan,
the rest of 5 going to France.
What will they do? Will they go to the next World Cup with the C team?
That's a good question, Vic.
You know what I mean?
That's a good question. Yeah.
If any New Zealanders are out there, what would they do?
What would they do?
Do you go to the next World Cup?
Or Aussies. You know, there are a lot of
South
Aussies.
Africa's not winning the World Cup if we're not taking our foreign players.
No.
We fucked.
I
mean, okay, Pollard's come back now. But if we're not taking Jason Colby, Jesse Kriel, Damien de Linde,
Peter Steph de Toy, Kwacha Smith, Jutta Jager,
Faf de Klerk, Arneson. If we're not taking those boys,
Mostert. I mean, come on.
we have depth, but not that much depth.
Klein is in there from placing rugby in France.
Marnix van der Merwe.
I mean, come on. Dupree. I mean, we are fucked. I mean, you can see it in the URC. Our teams are not as strong.
No. I mean,
If South Africa doesn't take its
Thomas the Toy.
yeah, if we don't take our foreign players, we're not winning Jack Frost.
Out of a 50-man squad, if we named our 50 best players right now, more than half are not playing in South Africa.
Oh, way more. Yeah, way more. And that is scary.
And my question is,
Afternoon, Lawrence!
are you on your way to the state? I know you sold your ticket because the Barbarians are going to win. I can't understand. I don't know is there something in the water in South Africa?
I think he just does it to wind you
No,
up.
there's something in the water in South Africa. Jan-Ray opgefok. Lawrence They're all negative and they all think the Barbarians are
You
going
know
to
what?
win.
They're sitting at home now, Vic, laughing their asses off because you're going off your rocket.
You know what? I'm shedding a tear for them. I feel sorry for them. You know?
But that is something
There's not a tablet that can help them.
No, but there's something that the Aussies and the New Zealanders have to think about because
Yeah. Not just that. Your players are going to play against other competition, different styles of rugby. You learn more.
exactly. I mean, I had listened to an interview with Luat de Jager, and he was telling me because the Japanese league is more running, it's not as physical, he can play longer.
Not just that.
His body doesn't get as bruised.
Japanese rugby club team plays way less games
Yes.
than a URC rugby team.
Yeah.
So the guys that go to Japan are way fitter and
More rested.
refreshed, more rested.
And also not as bruised because the
rugby is...
it's not as physical. It's quicker. It's more.
It's like a mixture between rugby union and rugby league.
Yeah, it's conditioning is more because you have to run more and stuff, yeah, which is always good.
Yeah.
But it's not that pounding like in the URC. You can even see it with the Super Rugby. Super Rugby compared to the URC. URC is more.
Yeah, Super
pounding,
Rugby is
it's
more
more
running.
running.
French league is also more running.
More running.
But that's why when it comes to the World Cup, that's why the big boys win.
I don't know. But it's just a different style of rugby. And listen here, you are earning 10 times what you will be earning in South
Of course,
Africa.
I mean, yeah.
I'm not saying the South African players that play in South Africa
What did
are
Polo
poor,
get
but
there in France?
no, he played in
About £1 million.
Leicester, yeah.
Oh, fuck, you know.
But he's coming out to South Africa earning 20 million rand.
Is he earning 20 million?
I think he's earning 20 million rand, so it's almost the same, just a little bit less. I mean, come on.
What's South Africa doing well there in the cricket? 130 for 4, okay.
Great play there by Finn Russell. Seeing that opening. But hey, guys, get in. It's raining in Cape Town. Oh.
Yeah. Big time.
Guys, get into the chat. I'd love to know your opinion about this whole foreign players can't play for your national teams. The players that play away from New Zealand,
I'll make
Australia.
a poll on it afterwards.
What do you guys think? Huh? Does it degrade your leagues? Does it help your national team?
Which countries do that? New Zealand? Australia?
England.
England. France not.
The French only play in France.
There's no Frenchmen playing outside of France.
No.
Why? They can't fucking eat boa base.
Why'd you play outside? The French is the richest league.
Is.
It is the richest league, Vic. Got the most
Okay.
cash.
Okay, I'll put that out there. I'm going to make a poll on that.
Yeah, put that one out there. Guys, if you're in the chat, let us know what you think about that one. That's a nice topic to discuss. You could fill up hours discussing that one.
How'd I put this out? Should the All Blacks,
Wallabies.
what are Wallabies again, huh? And
Pick. No, just put the All Blacks and Wallabies.
okay, should the All Blacks and Wallabies
Pick
allow
or allow their foreign playing players
their foreign like that, huh? Playing players
In the national team. Back in the national
play in the national. I hope I got enough words there. I just did it. Just got it in there.
Yes and no. That's perfect. We can start that poll because that would really interest
That would interest me what you boys think.
I'm not even going to vote on that poll because it's not my thing.
I say no.
No, I also want them. Stay out of it, dude.
Stay out of it. Stay out
That's
of it.
better for us South Africans, man. So don't do it. I'm going to write to the New Zealand and the Australian rugby federations. Don't do it. Those scumbags that leave the country should never come back. But if I was a New Zealand rugby player, if the World Cup was now this year, I'd play for New Zealand. After the World Cup, I'd say bye-bye. Go for 3 years.
And
go play Japan.
Come back the last year.
And the year before the World Cup, come back.
Yeah.
You know? I would do that. That would be me.
Yeah, you know.
I would do it quite quickly and a bit more intelligent.
Yeah.
But also, I don't know the rule. Is it that you have to be back for 2 years before the World Cup or something? I don't know, man. That's just too complicated.
No, it can't be.
Why not?
Because Iane's going for a year and then he's coming back.
Who?
Rico Iane.
Yeah.
So he'll play.
No, he's only going for a year. He's going. Yeah.
Exactly. So he'll play. I mean, there's always a workaround, you know.
Yeah.
There's always a workaround. Let's be
But
honest.
I don't like this going for half a season like Jordy Barrett did. I don't find that.
No, I also think if you start a season, but there's the football. I think if you start your season in the URC, you finish in the URC. If you go to Japan, you play the season, and you come back afterwards.
But that's totally different than in football. Because in rugby, there's no transfers.
Right.
You know, you have a contract. You finish the contract, you can move whenever you want.
Which I think is really good.
It is good.
I think in football there should be no transfer fees either.
You sign a contract, your contract is finished, you leave. And if somebody wants you before the contract ends, then they have to pay. But nobody will do it anymore. You know what I mean?
No, that's what I.
And you'll only be signing 2-year deals or 1-year deals anymore. You won't be doing 4
and what
5
I
years.
do like about this is if you're a football player these days, I'm crazy about it.
I don't want to know what that was, man.
I would write down my contract. Why should the club get 50, 60 million if I can go and say, listen, I'm out of contract, give me a signing bonus?
Of 10 million. You would have paid 30, 40 million for me. Give me 10.
Yeah, it's intelligent.
Yeah. But in rugby, I find that without any transfers, I quite like that.
The problem is transfer fees were not introduced into football for the big clubs. They were to protect the small clubs. Because otherwise everybody would just go to the big clubs and the big clubs wouldn't have to pay.
Compensation for the little clubs that are helping them out.
Exactly.
Dean Cook is in the house.
What's happening? Dean's not in Vietnam at the moment. He's in Thailand, right? You're still on holiday, Dean. You're touring Southeast
Wasn't he
Asia.
going to Bali or something like
Bali or something like that. I remember. He's touring Southeast
that?
Asia.
Some people have a nice life. Eh?
Yeah, hell of a nice life. You've been to, what's his name again? DFC.
DFC, yeah. No, it's
Or no, KFD, sorry.
KFD.
Kentucky Fried D.
I don't know. It's a hard topic, and it's a topic that rugby should actually talk about, huh? Especially now with this old R360 league that they want to pull up. I don't know about that one either.
Listen, I don't mind that league coming if all other leagues die. Then have a professional 48
world professional league.
48 teams, 2 groups of 24 or 3 or 4 groups of 12.
Ooh, next weekend is a lot of rugby on, Vic.
Barbarians against the Box, Maoris against Scotland, All Blacks against France.
Live on this channel.
Wow.
Argentina, England, live on this channel. Maori All Blacks against Scotland.
Scotland going down, man.
Scotland going down.
That's 100-0 for me. That is 100-0 coming up, 100%.
Come on, guys, get into the chats. Hit those vote buttons there.
It's a nice stadium they got there today. Sawadi. You got to help me out what that is. Is that a place? Vern's going to have a look quickly. So second half about to start here, Vern.
Oh, it's meaning hello.
Ah.
In Thai. Not me love you long time.
Sawadi Group. Or the group. So, get your clock ready because the second half is starting. Your clock is still going on.
Oh, a bit of pressure here from the force.
Yeah, well done. Love you long time. Yeah, love you long time too, man. Tu beaucoup.
Tu beaucoup, man. No, I'm not going to go there.
Prime Alabama.
No, we're going to leave that one, Vic. So, it's the Lions just on their own goal line.
A try for the Western Force to do the game really good now.
Would do the game good, Vic.
That's what you want. Lions score again, it becomes very difficult. Because we do like interesting games.
We do like a bit of spice, yes. Not just with our rugby, but also with our food. We like a bit of spice, Vic. But guys, don't forget to join us this afternoon, 4 o'clock Central European time, when we start off with a preview for the Springboks against the Barbarians. What a game that's going to be. Join us for that one. And then, of course, at 5:10, it's game time. But you don't have to do anything. We'll
Why
switch
the fuck
over.
can't they start at 5 or at 5:15?
I don't know, man.
What's this 10 past?
I don't know.
I mean, that's like mongrel time.
Knock on scrum for the Force. They've got a profit yet still while the Lions are at 14 men. Woman Saika. You're losing us, Dean. So this is scrum here for the Force. Outside the 22 of the Lions.
Come on.
Come on. Oh, nicely taken there.
That's a good movement there.
That was Matt Greeley again. He's just had a good game.
Good game,
Matt Greeley. Him and Dylan Peach, the two wingers, have had good games. And don't forget, the Force are missing people like Harry Potter. He's a magician, Vic. That boy's mustard, man.
Yeah, but I got to say, they've impressed me today.
Yeah.
I mean, they are down 21-7, but...
Back to...
Greeley, again.
They're doing some great stuff here.
About 10 meters out.
Yeah. Oh, going penalty for the...
What?
I don't understand this one.
So
Foul
hard.
play. Okay, something must have happened. Number 2, that is Brandon Panega Amosa. Naughty boy.
What did he do wrong now?
I don't know. We'll have
So why would you come all the way back there and let the game run the whole time?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. Don't know. Okay, well, we'll see. Mo, what's happening, man?
Hi, Mo. What's up, man?
Mo, money.
Mighty Barbarian. Oh, my goodness. I'm going to put a photo of you and Andre. So pity I don't have a photo of Genre. I'll put him up there in Cape Town and all around South Africa. These boys want the Barbars to win.
I'm sending Janre and Lawrence's picture into the changing rooms of the Springboks.
Yeah. So, line out for the Lions on the 10-meter line of the Force. And the Force steal it.
The Lions line-out was weak last week. Remember, they lost it, and they're not doing well this week.
Really, again, that boy's playing really well. Peach as well. Those two are playing really well. The two wingers have been playing
Sai
really
by D my Koop. How are you? Okay.
Holy moly.
Yeah, Flow Rugby. That's where we're going to be watching it as well. Is that a good site? We've never used it, Mo. Let us know.
No.
Is that a good site? We signed up for it now.
For a year, eh?
We had to.
We had to for a year because they do bring the Curry Cup. So
No, if you
if you break it down, it's not much.
nah.
But they are bringing the Curry Cup there on Flow Rugby, and we will be doing the Curry Cup.
Yeah, the first
Looking forward to that.
First game's in Western Province against.
Oh, Province! It's good to watch the Curry Cup. You can see the up and coming players. You see some young talent, which is going to be really super exciting. And of course,
I always like talent.
we will see the young guy that was what's his name, Makasa.
Yeah.
Makasa will be playing for the Cheetahs this year. I'm looking forward to seeing the Cheetahs play as well. USA is Flo. Yeah, I know. It's from the US. Yes,
From the US. Yeah. It's known as use your VPN.
Yes. Again, Peach. He's a small guy, but he's a tough little bugger. He reminds a bit of
Tough little mongrel.
But reminds a bit of mongrels. Lopped the ball. It reminds me a bit of Kirkley Arns and Cheston Colby. You know, not as good, but the Lions are through here, Vic. This is looking good for the Lions. Try! Lions, what beautiful play there by the Lions. Williams with the try. What nice play there between Williams and Lowe. Lovely little dish-offs there. Oh, it looks like he's hamstring.
Hamstring problem there. Ah, Thomas Williams, that's not good.
It does not look
If
good.
I'm you, I'm coming straight off now.
Yeah.
You don't want to jeopardize it, son.
But beautiful play here by the Lions. Lovely stuff here. Beautiful ball handling skills. James Lowe from the beginning.
Ooh.
Sorry, Bangkok.
Okay.
Oh, feels it immediately. Finn Russell with a tough kick. Not making it. That was a tough one. So the score is now 26 for the Lions, 7 to the Force, and looks like...
Okay. That's more expensive. It's more expensive in...
Oh, it depends where Mo's from.
In the US, I think.
Mo, do you live in the US? Tell us where you're from. I started off for the 30th of the month. I cancelled after the rugby championship, and then they offered me 20% off to come back. I've had it 3 consecutive years now. URC games 2, the Lions v Argentina was on YouTube. Okay. Well,
Western Province against the Bulls is the first one.
Ooh!
So we're going to see how it is, how the stream is. We're going to check it out afterwards.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting. But nerve-wracking though.
I've set it all up, so it's good. Yeah, and if it works well, then the URC one's getting cancelled.
Yeah. I'm on Long Island.
I've been to Long Island.
Long Island, New York.
Masuiku Park is where I once stayed for a few days.
So Mo, do you like your rugby? I guess so. Is rugby starting to pick up in the US? I've got some lovely merch from the Major League of Rugby. Starting to get interested in them, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Super Sport feed. Okay.
All right.
But us, it doesn't really matter where the feed comes from, because we normally have the commentary really down low.
We like to hear our own voices. A yellow card should be up any second now.
Should be up any second now, yeah. A lot of changes coming on the field now. Pollock is back, so the yellow card is done. The young man is back. I guess they won't change him now because he's had a nice little rest. A lot of changes coming in here for the Lions now.
Porter's on.
Skuman is off that I can see. Burn is off.
Yeah, but I think Zimbabwe's better than the Proteas.
Yeah, Zimbabwe's mustard, man. Nice, man.
Okay.
Do you think the US will always get up to that level? I just think if you're good in rugby in the US, you'll be taken to do football where you can earn millions. In rugby, you can't.
If you're good, let's say you're a good winger or centre in rugby, right? In fact, and you can catch the ball well. You can play American football, rather be a wide receiver, earn a few $1 million.
Yeah. So that's gonna be the.
Or if you're a big boy and you can, you're in the scrum and you can kind of like be an offensive lineman or something like that.
That's the problem now. That's the only problem I see for rugby in the US. But US has got such a big population, you must be able to find some people. Yeah. That's true, Mo. So 50 minutes are gone, Vic. Now 30 minutes to go. It is Lions 26, 4-7.
Oh, okay, they were 10 for 4, now they're 130 for 4. Oh, well, that's good, man. They're doing well. They bounced back. I guess everybody thought they were dead at 10 to 4. Game over.
Game over. Genre. It's done. It's gone.
So let's see. Yeah, but now I think the Lions will put the pressure on now.
Yeah.
And that James Lowe has been playing well.
He's a slippery bugger, man. If you can just bring, you're not, like we said before, the quality doesn't drop by the Lions. Beautiful play here with the Lions. Here they go again. Ball over the top. Try, Lions!
Well done. Yeah, look. I would prefer to play rugby than... No, I wouldn't. If I could choose playing rugby or playing NFL, I'd want to be the quarterback. You earn the big dineros.
You're just earning way more.
Patrick Mahomes earns more in a season than the bloody whole Super Rugby and URC put together. Crazy. But it's TV revenue. If the American TV companies like ESPN and Fox Sports, and if they decided we're going to push rugby now,
No.
then it'd be a totally different story.
So the conversion is done. Our new score is Lions 33, Western 4-7.
He's up.
Just checking the time.
Ringro's been around around the block a few times. He's been there for a few years. Yeah, that's Donald's plan. It's true. They all go there as the farmers. So Russia will be quite good as well in a few years' time.
Also, a lot of South Africans move to Russia.
Maybe Australia get better too.
Force over the halfway line. What can they still do here? What's our poll looking like there? 62% say yes. Lions versus Sharks first game. That'll be a good one.
So you got the big four playing.
Yeah. I'm actually looking forward to the Cheetahs.
The Lions are always the Lions. The Sharks are always the Sharks. The Bulls are always the Bulls. But the Stormers are Western Province.
Yeah. The Bulls are the Blue Bulls.
Okay. But the Sharks and the Lions are just the Sharks and the Lions. Yeah. Okay. I get it. I got it.
When you have the Cheetahs and the Pumas.
And Griquas.
Griquas.
How many teams in the Curry Cup?
I was look. There'll be about 8. Lions are on the attack here. Oh, about 5 meters out. This is looking good. Try Lions. Now the floodgates have opened.
Yeah, I mean.
He's got his Billy Ray Cyrus haircut, the mullet.
You know the
Joe McCarthy with the try.
You know the commentator is going to talk about the world's best rugby team now. That was played by the young man.
Yeah.
There's where he did it well.
He's actually quite quick for number 8, huh? Yeah, they're practicing. Yeah, they might beat the Springboks that high if it goes for Yandre. Yandre might think Italy will beat the Springboks that high.
Italy getting hammered, man. You know, maybe play against the Springboks, they lose by 150 to 0. Good kicking once again.
Yeah.
There's a Dutchman in the All Black squad. Okay. Yeah, but you see, the problem is, well, not the problem. Today, the world is so mixed, it doesn't matter, you know. You'll have guys called Magnussen playing for South Africa and Van der Merwe playing for China.
Yeah.
Right.
Advantage here for the Force on the 10-meter line of the Lions.
Yeah, you can see now the Lions are up for it now, obviously. Well, coming back.
Yeah, for the scrum. So, guys, don't forget to join us at 4 o'clock. Starting off with the Barbarians against the Springboks. 4 o'clock, we'll have a little preview show. And then at 5:10, straight into the game. And after the game, we'll have a little roundup. Player ratings. We'll judge all the players, how they played and how it was. And, yeah, join us for that one. It's supposed to go from about 4 o'clock to 8 o'clock in the evening. And after that, at 9 o'clock, the top 14 final between Toulouse and Bordeaux. Check that one out.
Who do you think?
I'm going for Bordeaux.
Yeah, I think so too. I think they do the double this year.
Yeah, I think Bordeaux are going to do it.
I think they're the strongest club team in world rugby.
One of the strongest, yeah. Well, they've won the Champions Cup, so they must be.
Champions Cup, and they're going to win the French League.
They're going to play first.
Well played now.
The Force are just going to... Oh, intercepted Nick White, you tosser.
Ooh, well done.
It was quick, huh? So join us for that. And afterwards, what time are we going to leave this morning, Vic? Tomorrow morning? 1 o'clock?
We just leave when we finished.
Right after the game.
Just fucking leave.
You sure?
What do you want to do?
I'd say just have a quick snooze for about an hour or two.
Whatever you want.
We'll see. I don't mind. I'm just going to go quickly. We take you home, get you some stuff, and go quickly get maybe some a bottled drink or something, a couple of stuff.
When now? Yeah, after this game. Yeah. I've got the... How do you say? The cool box?
Yeah. But we only get stuff to drink.
Yeah. Now food we'd get on the way, man.
Yeah. And then we're off to Italy for the under-21, under-20 World Cup.
8 teams in the Curry Cup. So let me go through the 8 teams. It's got to be the Bulls, the Sharks, the Lions, and
Western
the Stormers.
Province, yeah.
As a Western Province. Boland, Griquas,
Cheetahs.
Who's the 8th team? Pumas. Golden something.
That's the Golden Lions.
Free State Cheetahs.
Bulls,
Pumas, yeah.
Pumas, Crickets.
He says Currie Cup Pumas beat Uganda 102-0. See you later. Thank you. Mo's going to join us later.
Thanks, Mo.
Off to Manhattan. If you go past the Trump Tower, say hi to Donald.
Say hi to Donald.
Crusaders beat Western Force 55-33. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So another 20 minutes to go in this one, Vern.
Yeah. I just hope the Force don't collapse more.
Nah. You don't want it to be a riot.
Nah, try to keep it under 50. But it's not looking like that. Oh, they stole the ball here. Go Donaldson, kicks it over the top.
No. Yeah, he was great, fantastic. Why? It doesn't matter in what sport it is today, right? When you listen to these commentators, like everything is better today than it ever was. These players are better than anybody's ever been. I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, I heard the biggest load of fucking hogwash yesterday. Of course, it was a British commentator. There's a new big three in tennis. And I'm like,
Big three?
there's only two. There's Alcaraz and Skinner, right? Or Sinner. No. The Englishman Jack Draper.
Who?
Before it was a big four, which never was a big four.
Never.
Andy Murray was never part of the big three.
No.
They try to make it out to be the big four. There was no big four.
No big four. Andy Murray was the hogwash, man. He won how many Grand Slams? 3. 3 or 4 Grand Slams. That's all he won.
Well, if you get an interview, let us know. We'll take it. Don't forget to make good photos. And if you make videos, keep them under 15 seconds, please.
Yeah, short as possible, Lawrence.
As short as possible. Otherwise, I can't load them up. But photos are better than videos.
Yeah.
And if Marnie wants to talk to us after the game, we're here. Now, wouldn't that be cool?
That would be cool.
170 for 4. Yeah, I got a long way to go still.
How's it? Not many votes in that poll there. Should the All Blacks Wallabies allow their foreign players to play in the national team? Yes, 60%. No, 40%. Because I don't want to see his ass.
Brever's also a great talent. Okay.
Good defense of the Maul here by the Force.
But look, the Lions, the guys that made this schedule, right? Knocked it on. But the Lions, they made the schedule very cleverly. Okay, they should have played Namibia, not Argentina last week to get themselves into shape, right? But they chose the way they're playing it. They're playing the worst Australian Super Rugby League team first. Gives them the best chance of a victory.
They should win against every of the Super Rugby clubs.
But will they?
Yes, I think they will. They should. Come on.
Do they beat the Wallabies in the game 1?
That's a tough one. Yes, Chocobaras. Yes, I love Chocobaras, man.
My favorite Argentina player, Montoya.
Montoya.
I like Montoya. And what's his name?
Garcia, the fly half.
Garcia.
Yeah.
He was good, man. Albanots, Garcia.
Oh.
What was the other guy that played so well last week?
Oviedo.
Oviedo.
The number 8, he played well, yeah. Argentina got a lot of nice players, man.
Argentina's in the top 6 nations of the world.
Yeah.
But easily.
But lucky there for the Force.
The media are in a league of their own in the UK. Trust me. We don't all lap it up. Listen here.
Listen, like we said at the beginning.
It's not just the UK media. Listen here, because we watch when we watch German TV or we watch Swiss TV or we watch French TV, it's all the same. They feel themselves and they blow sugar up each other's arse. So they just can't, if you're a TV commentator, right?
Yeah.
You're supposed to commentate on the game and be non-biased.
Objective.
If you want to be biased, then have a YouTube channel like us and just be fucking biased. And we are biased.
Yeah, we are.
Oh, me not so much, but you know?
Yeah. But, I mean, we always thought the Germans were the worst.
But the English give the Germans... No, that's why they hate each other, because they're the same.
They are the same. The English give the Germans a bad name. And, I mean,
I love it when they talk about the World Cup coming up. I mean, England has basically won the World Cup already.
Yeah.
And Germany as well. It's unbelievable. I hope they must both get knocked out in the preliminary rounds already.
That's a knock on.
It's the same as when they talk about which is the best league in Europe, right? The richest league is the Premier League.
Richest.
But I mean, if you look at who's won the most Champions League, it must be the Spanish league.
Yeah.
Hugo Porta was great. Yeah. What was that other?
Hugo Porta.
That's a name from the past.
Hugo Porta.
What was the other guy's name there? The Argentinian guy. A lot of good ones, man. But he's going 31-21 for the Barbarians
Yeah,
today.
I'll write that down.
Okay. You did? You said it was light work.
Yeah.
It's got nothing to do with listening. What was my tip? I tipped a win for the Lions too.
We always just say, you got to play the game. Huh? And what happens, happens. Were the Lions favourite? Yes, they were favourite. Heavy favourite.
I mean, come on, Germany. Their rugby's way off at the moment, but it's getting there. But I mean, what is the, can somebody explain to me, what does this Lions bring anybody?
Nothing. It's just a tradition.
It's just a tradition.
It's just a tradition. It's like the Barbarians. This is a tradition.
It doesn't bring you anything for the World Cup.
No.
No team preparation.
No. It doesn't bring you any... I don't know if they must get paid. Players must get paid, I guess.
No football, okay.
I think... I'm sure the Irish Federation gets money. Somebody must be...
How long
what happens if one of these players get injured?
Yeah,
Who pays for that?
Not just that. Since when are the Irish in this British and Irish Alliance team?
Oh, that's a good question, Vic.
How long have they been? I mean, were the Lions that weak that they had to have the Irish?
Yes.
They were. Okay, I don't know that. I can't remember.
I can only remember the British Lions. Did.
The Lions were bigger than the World Cup until recently. For some, they still are. It's the ultimate rugby test. Okay, all right. That's your opinion.
That's your opinion. You're not winning anything.
So if South Africa, New Zealand, and Australia decide we're going to make what we call them, I don't know.
Invincibles.
The Southern Hemisphere Invincibles. If they put a team together, they'd never lose a game.
No, it would be counterproductive. We've got so much good players in all three unions, it would be stupid.
But what I do like is that they always go on tour.
Yeah.
Well, Marcus Smith is on as well.
I'm just looking, when did the Irish join?
HMQ, you must know. When did the Irish actually join the Lions?
The Lions here just about 2 meters. Oh, that's a knock forward, ref.
But what have they done in their last tours? Have they won them all the time? Or when last did the Lions win a tour? So this is the...
In 21 they went in South Africa, they lost that one 2-1.
Yeah.
They tied in 2017 against New Zealand.
They won it in Australia last
They won
time.
it in Australia.
They lost it in South Africa.
They lost in South Africa, New Zealand. They lost in Australia. So they've only won out of the last 24 years, they've only won once.
Okay.
So they're not that good. I mean, come on. Please.
Yeah, but they're always playing away from home. You've got to put that into perspective.
You've got to put that in perspective.
We've got to be nice.
You've got to be nice. You've got to be nice.
But just have a look. Doesn't tell you when it was the British and Irish Lions.
Or maybe they were always with them and never, they had the British called the British Lions. It started there in 1938. Before it doesn't look like there were any.
Also, the Wallabies only exist as a team to play the Lions. No. The Wallabies are always the Wallabies. That's the Australian national team. Okay. Oh, all right. So Eddie says 30 to the Barbarians, 33 to South Africa.
I think it's not going to be...
It was always British and Irish Lions from the start, but they were only called the Lions at the beginning.
The British Lions.
The British Lions.
Okay.
Okay.
I was born that year. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, last win in Australia. They haven't won a lot in the last couple of last 20 years.
Yeah, but I mean, they do play away from home.
They do play away from home.
And it's always Southern Hemisphere teams that play. They don't do a Tour of France or something like that. Okay. All right, I see. But hey, listen, they've won the same amount of World Cups. They've won more World Cups than the English, the Wallabies. They've won 2.
Yeah.
It's England 1, Australia 2, New Zealand 3, South Africa 4.
So 10 minutes to go here. Lions about 2 meters out. Very close here now for the Lions to get the points.
Oh, okay. The Lions have played Australia 27 times, only losing 5.
Try for the Lions. Well done. Beautiful try there by Elliot Daly.
Lawrence, are you going to put your money where your mouth is?
Oh, yes, Lawrence.
Yes. Okay, Lawrence, when we come down to South Africa, if the Springboks lose today, we will invite you in any restaurant of your choice. Yeah. You and Megan.
You and Megan, of course.
But,
Megan's always there.
If the Barbarians win, it's the other way around. And I know good restaurants. Ireland broke away from the UK, yeah.
Yeah, Campisi was a good player, man.
Liked him a lot. Liked him a lot.
I'm just checking out.
Who, David Campisi?
No. Overall test series lot. Also.
Oh, they did tour Argentina.
No, when?
They go up.
I did, 1927.
No, they toured Argentina.
Oh, no, they did it more. 1910, 1927, 1936.
All right, there we go.
They've played South Africa 50 times.
14 times.
50. Lost 118, lost 26.
Okay.
Drawn 6 times.
What's that? Southwest Africa.
That's Namibia.
Oh, okay. Okay, all right.
Interesting stuff there, guys.
I think South Africa does have the best record against the Lions, yeah.
No, New
New
Zealand.
Zealand. New
Yeah.
Zealand got the best record out.
Percentage-wise, it is...
What South Africa played 51-26. New Zealand played 41 and they won 30. So it's New Zealand with the best record against the Lions.
Yeah.
Any restaurant. Yeah, but not a wow wow restaurant. Huh? I don't do wow wow. No KFD for me. Please.
Okay. Guys, don't forget to... not the one I was looking for. That one I was looking for. To like, subscribe to the channel. That's a knock on ref. Yeah, he's coming back.
6 minutes to go. See, the game is always, when it's not tight, it's not that exciting.
Nah, you lose
You know,
concentration.
I don't mind boring games when the Springboks play, but when the others play, I want it to be tight.
Vic, Springboks are never boring. You know why?
'Cause
they're
it's always
similar
tight.
to it's similar to the Sharks. They do what they have to.
do that,
They don't jump higher.
No.
They don't jump higher.
Well, a good win for Coach Farrell here because a little bit of the pressure's off,
A little bit.
but this doesn't count as a test.
No.
Who's the most capped Lions player ever?
Ever.
Ever.
Most caps. Willie John McBride, Vic.
Yeah, but somebody I would know.
Somebody that you would know. Alwyn Jones. With 12.
Okay.
Gareth
No, you
Edwards.
can't have that.
10.
I mean, you can't have that many. I mean, it's not like you don't play. You only play every 4 years.
Come on, the Force. Let's get a try here. Just to put a bit more.
Marina do Messi's plays today at French final? Okay. All right. Okay.
Little chip over the top there by the Lions.
I'm looking forward, but the Barbarian to see Ricky Telly play. I liked him.
He's
played
coming
well.
off the bench.
He's played well.
Hoskins Tutu coming off the bench. So they've got some good players on the bench as well.
Can they cut 2 franchise games and make it a 5-test series? Yeah, that would be nice.
That would be better.
Yeah, play, but I don't understand why they only play each other 3 times.
Yeah.
They're playing against all these club teams. Rather play less club teams. Play less club teams and
Not
say
just that, they're also playing against a combined Australia, New Zealand team.
I would have just said play the Wallabies 5 times. Would be more interesting.
Yeah. Well, these games are not really interesting.
Janre says he scores the closest. Might be. I don't know off by heart, but looks like it.
I think John Rachel's is closest, yeah.
Then you better get ready,
Is
Lawrence.
that rain good for the... I think they want to be good for the Barbars.
Don't know.
Penalty for the Force.
Can't be that warm in Cape Town right now.
No.
But it will be sold out. But this was a good crowd here as well.
Very good
Got
crowd.
to give it to them. Good crowd
The
here.
Lions are really... They're well supported. Vic.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like, it's more than one nation that you're supporting here.
Yeah. And for the Welsh, it's a time to get a victory.
Yeah.
You know? Poor Welsh.
The guys, the Welsh player, what is it? One Welsh player in here?
One, yeah.
I remember when the Welsh were good. He's played well, Van der Vlier.
Yeah.
Played very well. And I must give the young kid Pollock. Played well.
Yeah, played well.
Finn Russell's played well.
And James Lowe.
You're going for a massage. With hurricane winds. Ah. No more tickets. There you go.
We've got another 3 more minutes. I'll just check our time quickly. Yeah, I'm going to go back a bit. Just under 3 more minutes to go.
Big kick here from Marcus Smith. Well taken by the Western Force. Do you think this is going to be the biggest win they have on the tour?
I don't know about that. I think, okay, they will get better with time. You must just imagine, there was only one player that started the first game in Australia, started this game. So it's a new team again.
Yeah.
So I think once the cohesion starts getting better, they will still be starting playing much better.
I think when
You wouldn't want to be the last club team to face them before the first test.
But I think when the test play, I think you're going to see 70% of the team be Irish.
Oh, definitely.
I don't think you might see one Scotsman, Russell, and Van der Merwe, maybe.
Maybe doing...
And that's it. No Welsh.
No.
I don't think...
It always depends on Gibson Park. He's still out.
Yeah. He definitely starts at scrum.
Scrum off. He definitely starts, but he is injured.
Welsh were good when Bon Jovi was cool. Look, that's a long time ago.
That's a long time there, Carlos.
But now the Welsh are just living on a prayer.
Love that one.
That was a good one, right, guys? Come on, you got to give it to me. That was a good one. That was a good one. Come on, you got to give it to me, man. I pulled that one out my arse really well.
That was a good one, man. What the hell?
All right, okay.
Nice, man.
I got that old Sassel one as well. 63,000 subs. Yes, thanks a lot to everybody out there. Let's get to 64,000.
Yeah.
It would be nice if we get by tomorrow.
That would be nice.
Yes, we're hoping. We're
Greedy
hopeful.
buggers.
We're greedy, man. We're so greedy.
30 seconds to go.
We'll be live, yeah. We'll be
Yes.
live for the South Africa. Don't
Definitely.
worry, man. Definitely. Hey, what do you expect?
That would be blasphemy.
Mumpalele.
That would be blasphemy. Doing this game and you don't do the box game should be shot.
About 8 seconds to go. If I'm here, I just kick it out of bounds now because what you don't want is an injury. That's the worst thing that can happen. Here we go. But hey, listen, let's wrap it up. The time is up. So the game is still ongoing. But congratulations to the Lions. A solid, good performance.
Try over the
And they
Lions.
score again. Well done.
Well done to the Lions.
Well done to Andre. He got his tip. He's the closest.
Andre, you the man.
And
That was Hugh Jones.
a Welshman.
No, it was Alex Mitchell. Sorry.
No. You can't wind me up with that one.
What?
Jon Penix is not even in the fucking same atmosphere. That could be a Springbok.
No, he's going to Wales.
Thanks a lot, Lawrence.
That was the game.
Oh, okay. Mo is the short for Mpo Lelo.
Ah.
A lot of Mo's around. I know Mo from The Simpsons. But no, the Lions deservedly winners.
Easy win, yeah.
Good game. Played well. 52-7.
We're just going to wait for the kick quickly.
Should be over from Marcus Smith. No problem. So well done to the British and Irish Lions. Or as we call them, the Irish and British Lions.
Good game.
Hugh Jones, South African. Okay.
And there's so many of you could never know anymore.
But listen, you guys, join us in. Let me just get this exactly right. In 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Yeah. 4 o'clock Central European time. Join us for the Springboks.
You don't have to do anything. This feed will take you automatically over to that feed. It'll be all ready. Guys, have a wonderful afternoon, and we'll talk to you later.